Hello, everyone. So, this is our very last week. It's kind of an odd experience for me to think about posting our last welcome video. So, although you guys already know what's going on this week, I did want to post a video and just say a couple of things before we wrapped up the semester. So, first of all, I just wanted to comment on the special topics. I have not reviewed them yet, but I'm starting to, and I'm really excited. So I'm seeing a lot of investigation of diverse populations, which is really exciting, ranging from twice exceptional students to African American students, even looking at potential gender differences and other issues of diversity, which is really important. I'm seeing, honestly, a pretty impressive commitment on your part to be sure that we are looking for gifted students all the time in every location in every context. Also excited to read into some of your research on gifted education in math. Some of you want to look into specific special schools. Some of you are also interested in mental health, which is a very interesting topic. You can take that one in a lot of different ways. Hopefully what you've gained from this class is a couple of things. I like to recap by just giving you there's a researcher named Dr. Fink, and he calls this the blue cloud, or the blue sky rather, dream. And he talks about the importance of making blue sky dreams before we start teaching a new course. So I've taught courses similar to this before. This specific class I have not taught before. And really my dream for your outcome from this course is to leave you wanting more. So hopefully I've helped you see, along with your classmates, that there is a lot more to gifted education than we may think. And in order to truly serve these students, we really need a lot of training in what it means to be gifted, what it means to require those special services. So if we think all the way back to the very beginning, we started parceling out what does it actually mean to be gifted in the first place, and looking at a lot of the misunderstandings and potential assumptions we may have. Think back to that myths quiz that we took way back when, and I'd actually even encourage you to go back and look at that, because that's something I take every semester, and it's interesting to me that even though I do research in this field, and even though I have a lot of interaction with other researchers in this field, there are still a lot of pretty deeply ingrained assumptions about what it means to be gifted. So it's a constant battle to make sure that we are approaching the research and that we are appropriately serving all of our students, regardless of what kind of background they may come from, regardless of whether or not they fit into our mental schema of what it really means to be gifted. So the purpose of this course is to help you understand what giftedness is, also what giftedness is not. So if you think back to giftedness is very different than a high ability student. So being gifted means that we're very developmentally different. We're developmentally ahead. Oftentimes that comes with its own social emotional issues. If we think about being ahead in our mind, but not being ahead in our bodies, that asynchronous development has a lot of impact on our students' social and emotional needs. And even contradicting that with, well, let's keep acceleration going. And it's easy to think that we're doing our students a disservice by placing them with older age peers, but just pointing you back to that research about the importance of putting students with and same age mental peers. So sometimes that may not be the same chronological age. I hope that you can take from this course a greater understanding of what it means to be gifted, a greater understanding of the importance of really viewing your classroom through a dynamic and not a deficit mindset. So every time I go into the classroom, I am constantly on the prowl for students with various strengths and how I can capitalize on those strengths. And I really think that studying gifted education has given me that mindset. I'm always looking for the strength and looking to capitalize on that. Even if that strength looks like a weakness, even if it is the student won't stop reading under his desk when he's really supposed to be doing his math homework. Really shifting your mindset to start seeing those, quote, weaknesses as actually opportunities to capitalize on. So, just a few housekeeping things. Again, make sure by the end of this week you have responded to at least 2 of your classmates' presentations. I would encourage you to look deeper than that, but in terms of requirements, you are only required to look into 2. In addition, I would request please take your course evaluation. So I am really eager to hear your feedback. I'd love feedback on these videos. I'm such a face-to-face person. I thought it would hopefully be a little bit more personable for me to bite the bullet and do awkward videos than just to write you a really long email. So I'd love feedback on that. Any on the course, if you think that the course content was missing something or should focus more on something else. There's the things we need to know, and we want this to be as appropriate and helpful as an experience as possible for you all. So I'm excited to have seen you really grow from figuring out what Gifted is to now, especially in your last couple weeks of discussion posts, you are starting to really advocate for let's serve these gifted children. We cannot do them a disservice. It's not fair to them to not provide these differentiated services. So it's encouraging for me to see you guys start to take that role of an advocate. And if you in the future need any help in that role of advocation, I would love to be there. And continue to discuss any type of research ideas or outreach or professional development ideas. I am probably going to be getting a little bit more into the K-12 area next year, working with some gifted populations. So please don't forget my email and my office, and please know that I'm always here. And hopefully I'll have some of you guys in 595. So it has been wonderful having you as a class, and as always, I'm here to answer any questions, and I hope that everyone wraps up the semester really well. Thanks.